It's been a while. Things have been quite hectic and busy, but uh, I actually just managed to successfully get through a copyright dispute. Uh, yeah, so in that copyright dispute, they basically some guy who did a tribute to the composer for Final Fantasy VII. Um, he did a tribute to him, and it included the intro music to Final Fantasy VII. And yeah, they tried to say that I was using his track as opposed to the game's intro music that comes with the game. So that's gone now. I'm back at it. I can start doing the videos again and hopefully get these ones done for you somewhat soon. We're coming up to the Golden Saucer Park now anyways. I'm just adjusting my camera. Go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're just leaving the Junon area. We're gonna be heading over to the Corral area. Um, there's a couple little areas in here. I'll see if I can get as much in there as possible, but the date night is coming up fairly soon. This is pretty much the last area we're going to be able to influence anything for this date night. And if you're going for the trophy, like I said, you don't need to go for this trophy. But I'm going to be leading you through on that as well as doing the actual walkthrough. Okay. And also we'll be picking up some of the final Turtle Paradise posters. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so in this area, all we're doing now, where we left off, is we were going to go try to get into the ship to head over to Corral. Okay, so you want to run down here from where we went and took that nap there. Talk to Priscilla. She's gonna get the Dolphin to start, or Mr. Dolphin to start doing his jumps and stuff. Okay, so she just gave us a gift. It's a whistle that, it's the whistle she used to make the dolphin jump up. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have Cloud swim out into the water, and he's going to get the dolphin to swim underneath him and jump him up to the post. If you hit, if you can jump just right, you can climb to the top of the tower. So yeah, we're gonna say sure. We want to jump with the dolphin. So what we get to do here is we can move ourselves around. You want to position yourself just right so that when you hit square like this, dolphin will swim up and jump you up, just like that. So that's actually right where you want to be, right beside that little the little loop of pipe coming out of the water there. Just to the left of that. Pretty much even with it. Hit square, the dolphin will jump you up here. Then just continue along to the left of the screen and go into a bit of a cutscene. see the high wing. That is the airship for this particular game. One of the vehicles that you get to use later on in the game. Not much we can do there though, so we're just going to run towards the screen. And come down here to this thing that looks like a treasure chest, which is actually elevator control. I always like that part. It's like half cutscene, half player controlled. You can run around while that's going down and shit. At first you think you're busted, but then you realize that Cloud's still wearing his soldier first class uniform. So they notice that he's wearing his uniform, and well, they think he's still part of Shinra. So we end up going and doing some undercover work. Okay, so we get to go through a little part here where it's gonna let us practice doing some drills and stuff. And for this next part, I suggest, like, if you're gonna be using the ×3 speed like I do, turn it off for the next part if you want to get a high enough rating, or a higher rating, because they give you TV ratings and stuff like that for this parade. And the trick for this is to squeeze right into the ranks properly. Oh wait, that's not yet. Okay, and if you run around and stuff like that while this cutscene, you can actually still run around while this cutscene is going, and if you run around all crazy and stuff, they'll comment on it later on too. Okay, so you want to take the most direct route over there. Don't screw around or anything. Oh. I was looking at the wrong guy. You're the guy right by the building. Yeah, you want to do the most direct route over here. Now you can go and check out some of the shops around here if you want to. You do get chances to come back here later on. But if you want to pick up some extra stuff, there is a weapon shop here. You can pick up a few things in there. I'll show you here. I'm not really too concerned. Oh, sorry, you have to go through here first. Oh, I guess you can't check out the shops there now. Okay, but on this part, this is where you start getting your live TV rating, right? And what you do beforehand influences what your live TV rating starts off at, as well as the longer it takes you to get into ranks, and the sloppier you do it. your live TV rating will change. Okay, so you go in. Oh, and I screwed up. And you see that's what happens. And you get different things depending on what you get it. Like, see, I got a grenade, but the higher your TV rating is, the better the item is that you get. As you go through, you'll have different chances to increase or decrease your TV rating, and you get different items for it. And you can pick whatever you want here, really, but it'll always bring you in here so you can learn how to do the moves. Left turn. Okay, so X, triangle. You want to try to time it as perfectly as possible. Oops, that was my mistake. Left turn, right turn. We'll go through it one more time. X, triangle, square, circle, left turn, right turn. So square, triangle, or X, triangle, square, circle, left, right. Then we'll come up with the special pose, and what do you think we're gonna do for the special pose? Cloud's winning pose. Okay, and now you get to go back and you can go and check out those shops if you'd like. Really, you don't have to, but I mean, why wouldn't you want to go check out some shops? And you'll notice the guy in the suit there. He's part of the Shinra force, the Turks. Okay, so we got a materia shop here with the guy in the brown shirt at that door that he was standing at. Decent stuff. You should definitely look into picking up stuff like your heal magic if you don't already have some. Revive magic, absolutely essential to get as well. If you pair a revive with an all materia, what do you think happens? If you have one guy up and the rest are down, you'll have a revive all, right? So always good to have. Heal, obviously, really good to have. Restore magic is your actual healing magic. Heal gives you the ability to cure status ailments as opposed to restoring health. seal magic, stopping them. It's like almost like silence, I believe. But and we have the other the sense. Oh, status effects, negative status effects to use against the enemies. I'm going to grab a revive and a heal. Okay. We also have our other summon Shiva there that we'll equip once we're done here. I don't have any more stuff that I can really get rid of. Powerless maybe. So we don't have any slots for it right now, but we will get back into that and we'll go and check out the new abilities that we have. We might as well actually do that now. So we now have the Shiva Summon Revive, which gives us life 2. This is one of the materia where as you go through the progressions of leveling it up, it gives you more abilities that you can use. And obviously once you master it, it's going to be strong as all hell, but it also spawns a second one. And then you see here with our heal, we get Poisona, that heals poison obviously, Asuna, which heals I believe everything else, and Resist, which makes it so you have a lesser chance of getting hit with status ailments. Sorry, I got to pace these guys. Alright, so let's get back to this. Okay, and come in here. This is your item shop, I believe. Yes. Potions, high potions, Phoenix Sounds, standard stuff. You got some status ailment things here as well. All standard, what you find in most item shops. Come in here and we have our armories. And I believe the weapon shop is upstairs. Alright. There's a little hidden room in the back here. I almost forgot about it. So when you go into the second shop, you hug close to the stairs. In the back corner there, you'll just notice the soldier's head. And this is the second place you get to do this. Talk to them. You can go through, figure out, or it'll teach you all your what everything does. Active battle time. I thought I could skip through this once I opened it, but that's alright. Through blurbs like this for each of them. Okay, so if you do need some extra help, that is where you can find it. And you can also access in here, you can change around some of your settings. I showed this before, but since we're so far in it, I'll just remind everybody. You can change your ATB over to whatever you want. Wait will allow it that all battles, when you get into your picking what you do, picking your command for that round, it stops the ATB. Active makes it so that it runs through whether you're picking or not, so it means that the enemy can still end up attacking you if you take too long to pick your command. And recommended just switches it between the two, generally for boss fights and things like that. Battle speed, if you're playing through this game and you want the ATB to go extremely quickly, and the battles to go at a fast pace but still at your pace, my suggestion, how I used to play a lot, is throw the ATB on wait, but throw the battle speed onto fast, and it'll just fly through. Okay, I'm just going to speak these messages here. Auto and fixed camera, that's for when you're in battle. It just, either way, you're either going to have your camera pointing from one direction, or it'll pan around and change different depending on what battle you're in, and it's kind of random, to be honest with you. And then magic order. What I always make sure I do is I have my attack, restore, indirect. That's just my personal preference, because if you're in the heat of the battle and you want to get your attacks out quickly, you want your magic there. But if you want to be able to heal yourself, you can. Generally what I do is I run kind of a white mage, black mage style gameplay, where I have one character that's heavily healing based and has a couple attacks but not as many, or attack magic but not as much as what your average person would, and I generally keep them as a summoner as well, because they'll have a higher HP than anybody else. And the dog. And we get a new enemy skill materia. This is one thing that I will bring you into. This tells you a little bit more about grow from being used once in battle. It tells you how to grow your materia the best. Yeah, and see, their effectiveness changes too. They're all different kinds. Some types don't change, but they must grow in order to be divided. And that is it. Right, and then you have set number of materia you can carry, combinations of materia, basically using all materia or elemental materia together and things like that. Those are all things that you really should get to know as you play the game. But this is a good place to go and get that information. It's a little bit more of an advanced help area. Slow this back down so I can get this door properly. Fucking dogs everywhere. Alright, so you go upstairs, go in here. Luck source is up in this room, and then you have a mine source in this room, and you can actually pick up this little figurine. You can actually collect those figurines as well. They're scattered all over the place. I'll probably do a walkthrough and just do pointers, or do a quick location for them. Piece together a couple short videos for you guys. And you continue up the stairs, you pick up another power source. Guy trying to become a first class soldier. Guard source up here. Soldier first class there. Little dog. There's dogs everywhere in this place, man. Okay. Just going around and double checking just to make sure, because you know, every now and then you come upon something that even you've missed on 1,000 playthroughs in this game. There's so many little hidden things in this game that it's always a possibility. Okay, and then the next place I wanted to show you guys is right up here. Okay, so keep this area in mind for later on in the game. We will be coming back to this area very further on down the line once we have a submarine, or going to get the submarine, sorry. We come down here. The underwater medical reactor. We're going to be going down there to get a large materia, I believe it is. Can't remember which one. It's either a large materia or it's a summon. But we'll get into that later. That's not something you really need to worry about now. I just wanted to point out the area so you knew where it was. Or so you know where it is for future reference. I'll also be doing a tutorial video on breeding chocobo. If you want to watch that, feel free. Okay, and then we've got a couple more shops up here. This is your first unofficial meeting with the Turks. Only these guys don't realize who you are because you're in uniform. The one guy over there that you can't talk to is Singh. Oh, there you go. But anyways, yeah, you can come in here, you can run into them there. There is another couple shops up here. There's one shop in particular that I'm looking for you guys. 30 gil nap while on duty. Save point in here. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Oh. Oh, the girls make more than him too. Ah, that's kind of rough. And we've got our other, our other materia place where we're gonna get all our attack materia. Okay, so in here, Earth materia, definitely a must. I always suggest getting it. Unfortunately, like I said before, I'm out of money for materia right now, but great materia to have. Helps with most ground-based and water-based, or wind-based enemies. Okay, and accessory shop is on the top floor, as you see there. Come back down here. And eventually we're going to work our way to the docks. Another speed source. And another soldier. And that's another thing we're doing around here, is trying to pick up all the collectibles possible. Because it's a good thing to have. Like, I mean, not everybody's a completionist, but if you're sitting here watching a walkthrough, I imagine you are somewhat of a completionist. No, you can walk it. There you go. And there's our weapon shop. Okay, so we have a Mithril Saber. If you didn't pick it up in the last area, there you go. You can pick it up there. Cannonball, same thing. All of these, I guess, pretty much, really, is if you miss them, you can get them here. The Mithril Clip, as you saw there, is actually crap compared to what we have. Okay, so we're gonna sell that off. Okay, so that's 12. 12 in total is what we're looking for. But again, I will go back through and do another little short walkthrough of just the locations of those. Obviously, it works nicely that way, so you guys get to see where everything is, which is pretty much what I'm doing here. There is one shop that I forgot to show you guys here. Just run back there quickly. And that's down here, down in the back alley. This is the one shop that I actually wanted to show you. Sorry, it wasn't that shop, it's down here. Okay, and this is the other area that you will see that not all of the Turks hang out together. And it's a little gambling circuit that they have. From the looks of it. There we go. Get out of there. And you can't talk to the guy in the very back there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that little extra spot there, and the fact that they actually built in an air raid siren into a trip laser in here, which I always found kind of cool. It's actually fairly easy to do, but okay, and we are going to continue back down here down to the Junon Beach. Okay, so as you may recall, we have to do a demonstration. Our combination is going to be X, triangle, square, circle, left, right. Just keep that in mind for this next area, so that it'll make it a little bit easier for us, and we can keep everything copacetic. We also get an item from this one too, I do believe. Gotta love getting a phone call right when we start this part. Alright, and we're done that part. Now we just have to wait for this little section of the game to be over. We'll run onto the ship and we'll be off to the Corral area. Nice. Got a decent payout from that Force Stealer. And obviously, the higher you get your rating on that, had I actually hit those first few buttons, I would have had a 200 rating there, and I would have possibly gotten an even better item in return. The higher you get your ratings in this area, the better. You can get some pretty decent items from this. Stand slutty. Alright, and off we go. It's going to be a little bit of an eventful trip for us on the ship. But I'll go through it fairly quickly. Okay, so start off, you take the left there, or open that, and there's a materia to your right, all. Okay, no need to talk to these people here. You can talk to Eris down here. When you talk to Eris on the ship here, I don't know, okay? You want to keep doing that. Again, we're trying to get all the trophies as well, or get most of the trophies done as quickly as possible on this. So with this one, we're going with the date night trophy, where you have to get Barrett to go with you on the date. Kind of creepy, whatever. But yeah, you get that set up. You want to keep pushing down your affinity level with both Eris and Tifa. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so you want to climb up this ladder here. This is Tifa standing on top. And then again, we're going to go with, I don't know. Okay, and that makes her think you're sounding too much like you want to be back in Soldier. Okay, so if you go up here and talk to this guy, he's got some items. Or he can, yeah, he's got items, and you can take a rest, replenish your HP. Not that you really need to. You didn't go into any battles back there, so I don't know why they keep putting areas like that you can do that with for no reason. But if you do want to buy stuff from him, he just has potions and Phoenix Sounds. Okay, so just the very bare minimums. Remember, you are on a boat. And then we're going to come talk to Red 13 up here. Okay, and save up. I always suggest saving, especially here, because we are going to be getting into a boss battle very shortly. And as I said before, always try to do like an alternating system or use like more than 3 multiple saves. My first file there is just my personal file, but yeah, always have backup files. It really sucks when you get to a part and you miss something and you realize you've missed something and you can't go back. So that just makes it so you are able to go back. Right, so we're going to continue back down here, and we have to go back and talk to Eris a second time. What that'll do is it'll make that guy that was at the bottom by Red 13 move out of the way, and we can go and find Barrett. Not doing anything stupid? Of course he's doing something stupid. Anytime someone says something like that, generally the person's doing something stupid. Sorry, give me 1 second here. Alright, I'm back. Now, since we talked to Eris the second time, you notice the guy down there is gone. We can go around to the front of the ship and see President, Rufus, and Heidegger. And Barrett sitting there peeking through the window at them like a dummy. So, yep, he was definitely doing something stupid. He's getting ready to go and attack them, and this is leading to our boss battle. By the way, as you guys know, I am a big vapor. Since we have last seen each other, I have upgraded my rig. I am now using the same RDA tugboat, but I've switched over to the Anarchist cap. It has 3 sets of 2 air holes on either side for your dual coils. Running that off of a Jago Rouleau 200, X200 I believe it is. 3 18650 batteries. Thing goes, it's got upgradable firmware. With the upgradable firmware, you're also looking at hitting about 300 or 250 watts as opposed to the original 200 that it comes programmed for stock. And I am running dual braided coils, run off 26 gauge Clapton or Canathol, sorry. And the thing chucks vapor. Anyways, we're not here to talk vapor. We're here to talk Final Fantasy. So let's get on with this. We're going to head back here. And again, if you didn't save, I highly suggest saving here because this is a boss battle coming up, and it's not going to be an easy one. I mean, it's not overly hard, but it's not easy either. So we're just going to keep our party the same. I highly suggest just leaving your party the same like this for the most part. There is going to be one point where we do grab the girls coming up when we go by a place called Gongaza. If you know anything about the backstory, you'll know what Gongaza is most likely. If not, you will find out very shortly. Okay, and I do suggest keeping the star pendant on one of your characters. Whoever's got your healing magic is going to want to have the star pendant. Okay, and then we're gonna go over and check our materia again, switch out a couple things possibly. Let's see here, long range, we do not need that. What's his health like? Yeah, we'll take long range off Red 13, switch that out with heal, because we are gonna have to worry about poison with this boss. He's got his cure, he's got fire. Fire we might even switch out with... I'm gonna throw enemy skill on him. Okay. And we obviously don't need a Chocobo lure for this, for a boss battle. So we're gonna throw Shiva on Barret. You notice again, as you add different types of materia, it'll change your max health. Summons always increase your max health, which is very nice. Or they're less of a decrease. Sorry, not increase, less of a decrease. But anyways, I'm gonna sense. Oh, oops. We don't need enemy skill on Red 13, so we're going to switch that out with Revive as well. So there we go. We're going to have Red 13 as our white mage for this boss battle. You can do it whichever way you want. That's just my preference. I find he's better as a magic user. So we're going to go to order, move Red 13 back up to the front row. Since we've taken long range off him, we want him doing as much damage as possible when he moves into his physical attacks and his summons, or his limit breaks. Head back down into the body of the ship, walk through this door here, that was once guarded. We've got items up top here. Get out of my way. Alright, and okay, so that attack there, what it does is it applies sleep and darkness. Okay, so we're just gonna blow through that battle real quick. There we go. And we get Wind Slash, which is actually a new weapon for Cloud. Oh no, wait. No, it's for Yuffie, who we don't have yet, so we don't even have to worry about that. Then we go up here, talk to this guy in red. Enter Sephiroth. And no, we're not fighting Sephiroth, we're actually fighting a portion of Geneva, his mother. There we go. So we're going to throw Sense on the boss right away. Always the first thing you want to do. 4,000 health to start off with. Okay, summon Chocobo. Then I always do a second sense on there, just to force a habit. I'm not sure if it actually increases the amount of data that it actually shows you or not. I do believe it does. No, it doesn't. I know in other Final Fantasy games, using that will actually give you, tell you exactly what their status ailments are and stuff like that. I believe it was Final Fantasy VIII that was doing that. So we'll hit them with Lunatic High to give us a little bit of extra power here. And Cross Slash is always a good option. It stops one attack from the enemy. But unfortunately, this boss is actually immune to that. Now, one good thing to use against the Genova cells is, I believe, Bio is probably one of the strongest attacks that you could use on them. On some of them, I believe. Sorry. And always remember to hit all your enemies with steel. Always a good way to get your stuff up. Nothing to steal. Okay, well, there you go. Bio. Yes. And we just continue pounding away at the enemy. And obviously keep an eye on your health. I kind of slacked off there, but that is alright. Because we have items for that. Okay, and continue on with our onslaught on this jackass. This guy definitely likes that stop. So if you get a chance to, barrier is a good materia to have as well. I don't believe we have had the chance to buy a barrier or select materia or anything like that as of yet. But we should be getting that option soon. Yeah, that tail laser is something fierce. And Red 13 is back in the battle. Now, Insuna would normally cover that. there we go. So the boss is not overly hard, but it is a little difficult, especially when he busts out that tail laser. Just be careful of that. Keep your healing up. I kind of slacked off at the end there. I was kind of bored, but I knew that the enemy was almost dead. He was down to 650 health the last time I checked it, so... But on the plus side, we're going to get a new summon from that as well. So you can go through that little blurb, or you can just say no. Again, I'm trying to keep the affinity high with Barrett, so try to do what he's asking for. It's always a bonus for trying to get that date night thing done. Like I said, you want his affinity rating high, you want the girl's affinity rating low. Simple as that. And just don't even pick up UP yet. Okay, so we're gonna land the ship here. And this is just kind of a little side stop off. And unfortunately we get stuck watching Rufus and Heidegger get onto a helicopter after taking a boat. I guess they don't like to walk very much, or take basic modes of transportation, like, well, I guess they did say the airship was about 3 days off of being fixed, so... Costa del Sol. Alright, and it's very quick little jaunt in here. Once you're done that, you can go over here and kick the soccer ball too, if you'd really like to. It only goes one place after being kicked, so it's kind of cool. All your shops are going to be right here. You've got your items and materia shops over here, item shop here. Materia shop here. So if you have anything that you're missing, you can go and pick it up here. We've also got a little interesting house here. Turns out to be an old family, or an old friend of Cloud's. Person in the shower. always check around these places. Like I keep saying, again, another thing I can't say enough is always explore around. So you never know what you're gonna find in here. This is pretty much just a bar. There's not a whole lot going on in here, just people going around talking, stuff like that. But this is one place here that you do want to check out, because you can actually buy this place. All these items are free according to the shop owner. Okay, so we got some decent little items down there. Should probably go and heal our guys too. Okay, so now we've got the white cape, which protects against frog and small, and a fire ring. Fire rings are definitely good to have. We'll probably want that in the near future for some of our enemies coming up. Especially once we get to Golden Saucer, we'll be seeing a few enemies that are more prone to use fire attacks. So you can go through and use your luck source, your power source, guard source, and all that stuff. Now, if you want to, Tifa has a new weapon here as well. So when we get to a PHS, we can go and switch over to Tifa, put her new weapon on. We're not too worried about that right this second. Alright, now we go talk to this guy here. You bug him a few times and he'll finally get up. And then he'll offer to sell. And it turns out it used to be President Shinra's house. And you can buy it for 300,000 gil. So just keep that in mind, because as we progress through the game, like I said, your materia levels up. Now with that said, your materia leveling up can get you quite a fair penny. With the all materia, that alone is worth quite a bit of money once it's maxed out. Let's see if it'll show us here. Price for master. There you go. So with one mastered all materia, you get 1,400,000. One. Okay, it does take a lot to level that up, but once you level it up, you can come back here at any point in the game and go and buy that house. So you master one, go sell that, come back here, buy the house. And the only ones that are really worth anything when they're mastered is the green materia and blue materia. Everything else is just generally sits at one gil. Okay, so the last little bit of this area, we come down here and we run into Hojo. This is just going to give us a little pointer on where to go the next in the next area. Also, definitely definitely looking at the ladies though, just to make those girls mad. And we'll just jump through this. Again, when you do your playthrough, read through the text. It does give you information on where to go, but since you're watching a walkthrough, there's really no reason for us to tell that. There is some funny parts in the text, though, that I will slow down for at some points. Like Red 13 blacking out. Okay, so we're going to be heading west. And one other thing that I wanted to show you here. Obviously, you look around, everybody else is in bikinis, except for Hojo. First time I played this, I was like, oh, what, did they forget to do something with him, or are they just leaving him in that for no reason? And then this pops up. Yeah, apparently that's a mark of an intelligent man, is sitting on a hot beach, tanning, in a lab coat. And there you go. That's basically to sum up that entire conversation right there. Not quite sure how this guy lands all these girls here. And another little hint given to us there. Alright, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to exit out into the world map. Before we do anything, we're going to go into the PHS, bring Tifa into the party so we can throw her new weapon on. Okay, and then switch her back. And then on top of that, I am going to use a tent. And lastly, we are going to save and end this video here. It's been a slice, and I hope you enjoyed this part of the walkthrough. Like I said, keep in mind, try to keep multiple saves. I'm actually making a third save here for this, just because there's two areas we just cleared through. This video is a little bit longer than my average video, obviously. But we got through it. That is probably one of the slower parts of the game. Not really much you can do around there. So, I mean, it is what it is. But we got through that area. Now we're in the Corel area, and I will be starting the next portion of the walkthrough very shortly. Okay, see you soon. As usual, blessed be. Tempest Panther out.